the surface is not smooth, it's very rough, then most likely it's pavement. All right. And sorry, most likely it's not pavement, it's bare land. And we should delete them in the stage 2. And what's more is about this, swimming pool issue that I have mentioned. This 2 area clearly is not swimming pool, right? So when you work on the labeler or checker, be careful with this. All right, be careful with the swimming pool. There are many of these small, tiny swimming pool that are being missed. And this is a swimming pool, but this 2 right here is not. All right, be careful in the backyard of the building that there's many fake swimming pools being labeled. And what's more is this area. This area, comparing to the bare land here and here, it's different, right? The color is like the gray, it's dark, it's gray, and it's smooth. So most likely this is a pavement. This is a myth pavement. So it's better we capture this as pavement. Understand? All right, let's continue. So for this kind of pavement that is blocked by tree, it's not very clear, then we don't need to look into details, all right? We are focusing on the obvious ones. So this is ambiguous. So we don't need to go into many details for this. However, this one, right? This one is very obvious. This one there are even grass on it. So this is not a pavement, all right? And this one as well, we can see the brownish. It's like the brown is the same color with this one, right? So this part is not pavement. This is bare land, and this is what we should label for the stage 3. So be careful with that. If you see those brown and uneven and rough surface, that is not pavement. That is the most likely that will be the bare land. And this outside parking, this whole area, it's okay. So this part is as outside parking as okay. But for here, this is a mixed sidewalk. All right. And this big pavement looks good. Driveway looks good. Outside walking looks good. Outside parking looks good. This big parking, pavement, driveway looks good, right? This is all good result in this area. Okay, so for here, that is okay. All right, that is okay. It's ambiguous. This is pretty ambiguous, so don't waste too much time. And especially this is connected with neighbor, so let's not do that. But for this one here, this is clearly not a payment. All right, this is clearly not a payment. In this case, we remove it. This bare land is very rough, right? The texture is very rough. All right, this is good. Now we can submit. Next one. So this is a resubmit task, and this is good. This payment is being labeled. But why here as payment? I don't know what this neighbor will be for this part, but I'll just mark this as road. This linear long thin part, if you're not sure, then at least don't mark it as payment. All right, it's not supposed to be payment. And most importantly, don't capture into your neighbor. Don't capture into your neighbor. Let's check more. So most tasks are pretty rural, and we are just focused on if there's any big fake payment being drawn or not. And this dirt road, we should just ignore them. And this small payment, it's ambiguous, so don't bother to overthink. And this is good. There's not many man-made feature in this task. So I will just simply submit. And for this one, same thing, right? Just check around the building. There is this this driveway. I don't know who taught the laborer to draw the driveway before, but this is definitely not how the driveway is just supposed to be captured. This is good, driveway. And we in the rural area, just check around. Most likely, we'll just check around the residential building, make sure that there's no big missed payment and no big fake payment. And that's it. It's very easy work. And this payment, that's good. And check around the residential building. Most of them, it's being captured pretty well. And the payment in the backyard, there is some missed payment here, right? So let me see. So the better fixing solution for this is actually like this, right? I'll show you guys. Just use the filling tool to capture those gap in the middle. So it will make this area more sense. It makes more sense. And those features on water you can ignore if there's no system labeled. Okay, so this task is done. It's actually very easy and very straightforward work, but we need to be first understand the rule, right? Understand what each category, what it looks like for each category. And second is we need to be careful, right? We don't want those small missed feature jeopardize your work, like those small fake swimming pool, those small gap between the pavement. That is not how we want our task to be look like, and that is not how we want our result to look like. So this is a rural task. Just check around the residential building. Clearly, there's not many paved feature, and this only pavement looks legit, and that's good. So I'm going to submit. Right, just check around the residential building. The pavement has been captured. Very nice. Nothing around here. Nothing around here. It's bare land. And that's it, right? It's very straightforward, very easy work, especially in the rural area. Again, it's a rural task. Check under the backyard. Check around the residential building. The pavement is being captured. Right, there's a missed pavement here. Right, the color is not gray, but the surface is very smooth. It's very even. The color is very even, unlike this violin. So this should be a payment. Rest of it looks good, and for this one it's ambiguous. Let's just ignore this. Rest of it, there's no payment for this residential building, and no payment for this one. This could be a payment, and again, guys, like I've said, be careful with this. This is not a swimming pool. All right, don't let this small detail to jeopardize your work. It's not worth it. You don't want, the whole task. It's good task, but because of one small swimming pool and the task getting pushed back, it's not what. This is not the expected. Like this one. This is good. Right? This is a real swimming pool, and the payment is being captured, and nothing here. That's good. So submit. So most tasks are pretty easy, and when it comes to the urban task, I want you guys to be more careful and check it one by one. Okay, there's not many urban tasks. So payment is good. it's ambiguous, so let's not get this into our head too much. And for this one, right, this is not even, it's very rough, so I'll just assume this bell end, that's okay. For the same thing for here, but for here, to be honest, this one here, this is too dark, and the color is a little bit, it's very even.